Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Hi, TJ. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Ooh, that sun is bright. Lord. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Happy Saturday. I hope that everybody slept well. You're all doing good. Hopefully you had time this morning to get up and move your body a little bit. I'm about to go for a walk. These shorts are going up my kajuza. I hope that if possible, you made some time to listen to the new episodes of the Let's Talk podcast. It really would mean so much to me if you would just take the time to download it, follow, and rate the podcast. If you think it's good, you can give it 5 stars. If you don't, please tell me why. But really, it would mean so much to me if you would listen to the podcast, because I really want to get to keep doing it. And I can't do it if people don't listen, as you know. So even if you just put it on in the car, every download counts. So even if you just download, and even if you don't get to listen to the whole thing, it would be so meaningful to me if you would just put it on. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you guys so much. I want to talk to you this morning about something. Yes, Kathleen. Thank you, Amanda. Amanda said she will listen today. Joanne said, how do I get to the podcast? Can you put a link on this page? Yes, I have put links, and I will put another one. Maybe somebody can link it. If you have an iPhone, you can just go to your podcast app and search Let's Talk, TAWK, with Jamie Premack Sullivan. You can go to Spotify, you can go to Google Play, you can go to Stitcher. But yes, I can put a link here somewhere in the comments. But I want to talk to you guys about something. How do you rate it? That's a good question, but I know you can rate it. I think you have to go to like where you find the podcast. Thank you very much to Shay, who says on it. Thank you so much, Shay. I really appreciate that. If you'll listen today, it's called Let's Talk, TAWK, with Jamie Premack Sullivan. The first 2 episodes are great. The next episode with Belinda Carlisle is going to blow your mind. It is nothing like what you would think it is. I just pinned a comment. Anyway, okay. So I really want to talk to you guys about something very important. This is very important. If you have children or teenagers in your life that you care about, people in their 20s, this is probably the most important coffee talk I will ever do, and I mean that. I'm not saying that lightly. There is a phenomenon sweeping the globe, but especially this country. Over 21,000 cases of sextortion in the last year alone. What is sextortion? Sextortion is when somebody specifically uses photos or videos of somebody to get them to do what they want, either some sort of crime or to pay them money or further sexual actions or whatever. But I want to speak specifically about something that is plaguing people that I know personally. And that is why I am speaking about this. Okay? There are apps, including Instagram, okay, where people are pretending, they are posing, they are catfishing. Hi, CJ. People on these apps are posing as young people, people of the opposite sex of whomever they are targeting, and they are sending messages either to engage them on a dating app and start a relationship, a conversation. I have different scenarios happening to different people that I love. One specifically, they met on a dating app, and the young lady thought that she was speaking to a young man, and they exchanged conversation, and then they moved off the app where they could share photos, and she thought she was texting him on his cell phone, and he sent what she believed to be some sort of, okay, the amount of people saying this happened to me, y'all, this is real. You need to listen to me, okay? And I'm going to tell you why you need to listen to me. So he sent her pictures first. She felt safe sending them back. She thought she was messaging with another teen boy. And when she sent pictures of herself, the conversation immediately changed to, if you don't send me money, if you don't wire me money, if you don't Venmo me money, I am going to release these photos to everybody in your contact list. And this young girl became paralyzed with fear that her father, her grandparents, the kids at her school, the administration would see these naked pictures. And this young girl somehow got thousands of dollars from her parents right under their nose to send to somebody that was extorting her, what they call sextorting her. She was so depressed. She became suicidal. Her parents had no idea what was going on. I just read the story of a 17-year-old boy named Ryan. You can look it up online. He met somebody on an app. He believed he was talking to a girl. She sent him a naked photo first. This is a 17-year-old boy about to graduate high school and go to college. He had already signed his acceptance letter. And he sent naked pictures of himself back to this girl, and it turns out it wasn't a girl. And what they did to this boy, threatening to send his photos to his college, to his parents, his mother said goodnight to him, and he killed himself. He wrote a note saying, I'm so embarrassed by what I did. I am so sorry that I sent these photos, and he committed suicide. Let me explain something to you. This is a real crime. There are systems in place with police and the FBI to track these people down. You have got to talk to your children. I implore you to talk to them about these apps. Anybody that contacts them that they do not know, I don't care if they have pictures of them, videos of them, you need to let your children know that under no uncertain terms are they to be extorted, sextorted, manipulated online. I don't care what I don't care if somebody has a picture of my kid fucking a goat. I don't care. Come to me. Come to me. I will help you through it. We will navigate it. I don't care if I have to see your schmeckle. I've seen your schmeckle 1,000 times. I don't care if they got pictures of your booty, your boobs, your whatever. We're not committing suicide over this shit. We're not giving them a fucking penny. We're not, no. Your children need to know that you are aware that this is a phenomenon. This is a crisis in this country. They are not alone. They are not alone in this, because what the sextortioner tries to do is make them think they are the only ones this is happening to. This is happening to adults. This is happening to married people who make mistakes. This is happening to people of the church who make mistakes. This is happening to teenagers. And they are driving these children to suicide. They are driving people to shooting themselves in cars, hanging themselves in their garage. No. For what? $150? No. Absolutely not. You need to know that there are systems in place in this country to help you get out of this. It is a crime to share photos of any minor in any compromised position. You do not respond, you block and delete. They're not going to release your photos. A lot of times the teenagers don't even know that. They don't understand that it's a crime to share photos of minors in compromised positions. They think these people are really going to do it. You block. Look, they want the easy targets. They don't really want to release photos and do all that shit. They want the easy targets. The kids that don't know they can go to their parents. The kids that will try to steal money to send them Publix food cards, phone cards, Amazon gift cards. You think your kid can't get money? They make your kids get Amazon gift cards and show them the codes. Don't think they can't get what they want from your kids. They can. And I'm telling you, they don't want the ones that block and delete them. You know what I did for my girl? What I did for my girl is I called my friend who's a police officer and I said, trace this phone number on the PayPal account that they want her to wire. Now, they traced it to some bitch in Indiana and I wrote her and said, hey, chick in Indiana on a burner phone or whatever this shit is, I will come to Indiana and whoop your ass. And now the FBI knows who you are, so you better shut your shit down. Pretending to be a fucking kid on social media, you sick chick. Okay? Look, y'all, if I put naked photos out, y'all are going to have to see those. If I send somebody else naked photos that's not my husband and they try to extort me, y'all are just going to have to look at these boobs. Y'all are just going to have to see the naked photos. My kids are going to have to get over it. Well, your mom made a mistake, but you're not extorting me. No, absolutely not. This is real. This is dangerous and this is hurting our children. And we have got to be brave enough to have conversations with our children. These people are preying on them. They are catfishing them. We didn't grow up like this, y'all. We didn't grow up like this. If you're in my age group, if you're 45, grown and sexy, we did not grow up like this. We didn't have photos like this. We couldn't send photos. We don't know everything that's going on. That's why I'm bringing this to your attention. This girl had Instagram, y'all. This wasn't Tinder or some of these apps that like feel a little seedy. No, this was Instagram. Somebody came into her DMs and wrote her name with a question mark. Like, imagine if they wrote like Jamie Premack Sullivan question mark. So she clicked on it and opened the message and they had naked pictures of her. This is a teenage girl. Okay. And basically they tried to sextort her, but she was brave enough to go to her mom and be like, listen, I made a mistake. And I need you to help me get out of this. Thank God. They'll get you on Pinterest. They'll get you on Instagram. They're getting our kids on Snap. And we can't take everything away from our kids because this is a different generation, but we can arm them with the knowledge and the information that this is real. And they are driving these kids to suicide. Y'all, they are driving these kids to suicide because these children don't think they can come to us and tell us what they use their shame against them. You have got to let your children know that there is nothing that they could ever do that you can't help them get out of. They have to know. My mother knows exactly what sextortion is. My mother knows exactly where to go for help. Oh, you have naked pictures of me? Well, my mom knows exactly who at the FBI to go to, and we're going to deal with this. They have to know that mom is not, so out of touch that mom doesn't know this is happening. No, you need to sit down with your children at breakfast, during a walk, in the car, at bedtime, and say, there is nothing I won't help you get out of. I want you to know, here's what my friend who's a police officer told me that you should say to your children. Hey, there is something going on in social media. It's called sextortion. You may not have ever heard of it. It's going to be a little uncomfortable when I talk to you about what it is, but I want you to listen to me. There are people catfishing people on social media. They are pretending to be teens of the opposite or same sex, and they are pretending to engage you in a romantic relationship. Then sometimes they ask you to go off the platform, to leave Snap or leave Instagram and go to a different app where you can share photos or videos. They often send inappropriate photos of themselves first. That is not who they really are. They are using other photos of other young people. That is not who they really are. And what they're doing is trying to get you to send them a photo back. They say things like, I need to see the goods. Let me see that body. They start slow. Let me see a bathing suit picture, blah, blah, blah. And it escalates until you send a picture that is compromising. And then they tell you that if you don't give them money or Amazon gift cards or food cards or Target cards, that they will send these pictures to everybody in your contact list. And then begins the shaming and the extortion. And you need to tell your children when they play Fortnite, when they play Roblox, all these games, you need to let them know these people are not your friends. I don't care how many games you play, how many times you chat, whatever it is, they are not your friends. And if this happens to you, I want you to know that as your parent, I know this is a crime. The same way if somebody held you up at gunpoint, the same way if somebody tried to carjack you, the same way if somebody came up to you in Walmart and said, if you don't get me an Amazon gift card right now, I'm going to beat you up in the parking lot. This is a crime. And I want you to know as your mother or your father that I am aware of this crime and I know how to deal with it. And you should never, ever, ever be ashamed to come to me. Because there is nothing I don't have your back on. There is nothing I won't protect you from. And if I can't protect you, I will find somebody who will. I want you to know that I am aware that this is happening. You would not be the only one. This is happening to thousands of people. There is nothing to be ashamed about, just like you shouldn't be ashamed if you're raped, if you're held up at gunpoint, if you're kidnapped or whatever. Criminals, crime. That's what they do. There is nothing to be ashamed of. When you are the victim, there is nothing to be ashamed of. And it breaks my heart that I know of all the parents listening to this now, one of you has no idea this is happening to your child. One of you has no idea that your child is contemplating suicide because they are so terrified that they are going to bring shame on your family or humiliate themselves, or all of their friends are going to find out. And it is happening to one of us right now statistically, and one of us doesn't know. So have the conversation with your children. Let them know that you know what this is. This is a real crime. Get ahead of it. I want you to know I know what this is. This is sextortion. I'm talking to you about it, and I'm going to keep talking to you about it, and I'm going to keep reminding you. There is nothing too big or too small that you can't come to me with. Nothing. If you have nieces, nephews, you're not comfortable talking to them, talk to your siblings, talk to their parents. Hey, this is something that's going on. I just want to make sure. You need to talk to these kids by 9 or 10 years old. 9 or 10 years old. It's sad, but it's real. And they need to know, I know what it is and I know how to help. And you will never be alone. And I will always have your back. Always. There is nothing, you're not the first and you won't be the last, and the police know how to handle it and the FBI know how to handle it, and these people aren't going to do shit to you. They just want money, and as soon as they see that we're going to fight back, they'll move off. They'll move on. They want the easy targets. They don't want any trouble with the FBI. If your child has an iPad or a phone, they need to hear this message. You need to have a conversation. And I know I'm getting emotional because I cannot believe that our children are dying over this. We have enough as parents. This is a hard time coming out of a pandemic. The world is at war. We are divided politically as a country. There are bans on our bodies. We're fighting over religion. And our kids are trying so hard to just live and navigate and be kids and have fun. And social media is a way that they connect and they express themselves. And I love that for them. But there are predators waiting online for our children who are vulnerable, and they are hurting and they are lost and they are scared. And it's all of us. It's my kids. It's your kids. Nobody is above this. Nobody is above this. And it makes me sick that this is happening. Like, I just told Courtney last night, Courtney's not up on all this, she counts on me to tell her, and I had to tell her. And she took her son out for breakfast this morning and said, listen, you're 15. We need to talk. There's something happening here, and I didn't know about it, and I need to make sure that you know you're not alone. And these are the things we need to be telling our kids. You are never alone. There is nothing you can do that would bring shame on this family. We will get you through whatever it is. This is a real crime, and the police are aware, and they don't let them fool you into believing that I don't have your back. Don't let anybody in this world fool you into believing I don't have your back. I brought you in this world, and I will protect you until I leave this world. That is how it goes. Period. Period. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But I'm telling you now, if you fuck with my kids, I'm going to have to fucking go meet God early. Period. 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 This is real. And our kids are dying over it. And as parents, we got to look out for each other. We have to look out for each other and each other's kids. And that is why I'm talking about this today. So if you would kindly share this video, tag everybody you think needs to hear it. By the way, just share it on your page and say, this is an important conversation. Watch it when you have time. That's it. You don't even have to write what it's about if you're not comfortable writing the word sextortion. Not everybody is comfortable. I get it. I'll say it out loud. I don't care. But not everybody is like, whatever. Share it on your page and say, this is an important conversation for every parent, step-parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, godparent. If you have young people that you love, and they have a phone or an iPad or a computer, then you need to hear this conversation. Truly share this video. I love you all very much. We got to look out for each other. Okay? I love you. Have a great day.